guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I've already recorded a video today, which is why I'm in the same shirt. But after going out to watch the Fulham game with my dad, I come back and the Lock Library was here. And I know I commented to say it was unusual for Illumicrate to be here before Lock Library. And this one is really late this month compared to the previous ones. So let's unbox it. I can't remember the theme of this month in any shape or form, and they don't put cards in the box, so we're just gonna have to see. But lovely and packaged as always in tissue paper, so the cats are gonna be thrilled because they do love tissue paper. Ooh, okay. We have got The Kingdom is a Golden Cage by Lily Inkwood, and it has got foiling on it, which is really nice. Oh, I've just seen the sprayed edges and they are pretty too. Look at that. Look at them. And there's obviously like the ribbon bookmark at the bottom here. Let's pull that out. Lovely. That is very beautiful. Okay, and then on the inner cover we have got foiling, cage foiling. I'll just whack that back on. There's nothing inside on the undercover, just plain red, which is fine. On the back we've also got the cage, and it says, "I know you, my dove, how you bottle it all in, and when you erupt, it's the power of the sea unleashed, wiping it all away. Be the sea, Celine. Remember who you are. This is a fairy tale, but not as you know it." And then we've got "Reads like a fabulous mix of a fairy tale and a spy thriller. Julia Golding, author of the Companions Quartet." That sounds very intriguing. So let's see what this is going to be about, because I've not heard of this. So we've got, "Once upon a time, there was a princess locked in a tower, forced to bend to her father's will. But Celine is no ordinary princess, and she has no intention of being a damsel in distress. Celine has a lover, Hugo, whose cunning plan to rescue her is tied up in his own ambition to reclaim the lands and title that are his birthright. If only they can break the spell that binds him to the body of a cat, they will free the kingdom from the grasp of a cruel witch and live happily ever after. For the plan to succeed, they must rely on Hugo's cousin Philippe, to whom Celine must tether herself until Hugo can reclaim his birthright. It's a risk to trust him, but it soon becomes clear that this is the least of their problems, because this is a land of shapeshifters, magic and illusions, where nothing is as it seems, even the truth." So that sounds interesting. And Lily Inkwood always wanted to write books ever since she penned, literally with a pen, her dozen-page long novel in 5th grade. It just took her much too long to realise that she loves fantasy above all things. She also writes historical fiction as Patricia Adrian. Her novel, The Bletchley Women, is a USA Today bestseller. Lily's interests include history, especially women in history, skulking around social media for much longer than she should, and reading particularly when she's on a tight deadline and should be writing instead. Originally from Eastern Europe and now living near the Black Forest in Germany, Lily has always loved the old European folktales she grew up with. Oh, that's going to be tough to read. So we've got the inbound author's letter, but it's really tiny on the page. So we've got, "Dear Lock Library reader, probably just like you, I've always loved fairy and folk tales, and Puss in Boots is one of my favourites. Who doesn't love a cunning cat and spectacular twists of fate? In Charles Perrault's story, when the father dies, Miller's first son inherits a cat, but it's magical cat that asks for a pair of boots. Through trickery, which also involves a young man taking a bath naked in a lake, the cat brings the miller's son into the king's carriage. The mischievous feline then manages to convince the king that his master is, in fact, a rich marquis. Cat also tricks a shape-shifting ogre out of his castle by coaxing him to change into a mouse and eating him. At the end, the miller's son marries a princess and can boast an impressive castle too. But as I grew up, I began to wonder, how does the princess feel about everything that happens, seeing it as she ends up married to a man who isn't all she thinks he is. The Kingdom is a Golden Cage explores just that, the fairy tale Puss in Boots from the perspective of the princess. But Celine is no helpless maiden, chancing upon a young man who catches her eye. Oh no, Celine has a plan. Most unfortunately for Celine, nearly everyone around her has a plan too, and nearly everyone is lying, or they're spreading versions of stories from the history of the Red Kingdom, and which are deliberately or unwillingly untrue. I always fascinated by legends in the sense that they were often woven around a real person or real events, and how they sometimes grew to versions that couldn't have been further from the truth. Even now, historical facts are coming to light that contradict the legends woven around certain personalities. It's Celine's case, however, her own future and happiness depend on her ability to tell truth from lie and legend from what really happened. I hope you'll enjoy the untangling everything alongside Celine, and that you'll love the journey to the Duchy of Langley. Cool. That was really hard to read on such a small page. This sounds really interesting and I'm excited to give it a try. I love the roses on the sprayed edges, and I'm looking forward to giving it a read. So if you've liked this video, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like. Let me know what you think of the book. If you've read it, is it any good? If you've not read it, once I have finished this, I will be posting a review on my website, which you can find in the links below. And I'll see you for the next video. Bye.